Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm going to be speaking today about manifestation and mastering your energy and how the two are linked and why the emotional intelligence, the energy mastery is required in order to manifest. So if that sounds good, stick around. I'm excited to talk about this with you today. And if you are brand new to my world, welcome. I am Hannah Jane. I'm the founder of Radiant Goddess Revolution, and I am a women's manifestation and embodiment mentor. And what I do is I really help women step into their power and really release all the stagnation, the anxiety, the small thoughts of themselves, all the ways they're playing small and hiding their light. I help them step out of that, and I activate them to step into their power and to become so magnetic and become their most beautiful, authentic versions so that they manifest what they desire with ease. Guys, the new thing on Facebook is it will show me when people are watching, but it doesn't show me who. So whoever's just hopping on, say hello so I can see your beautiful face in the comments and say hello back to you. So let's talk about the energetics of manifestation. And sometimes the comments don't show up on my phone, so if I miss you, I'll come back and say hi later in the comments. Okay, so here's the thing. You need to learn how to master your emotions and your energy if you want to manifest. And I'm going to explain to you. Hello, beautiful Kristen. Thanks for joining me. Thank you. Welcome. Beautiful to see you. If you are not mastering your emotions, I guarantee you are either not getting results or you are getting results sometimes and not consistently. Hello, beautiful Miriam. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. So here's the thing. We are master manifestors. Victims don't realize this. When we're stuck in victim consciousness, we don't realize this. But the thing is, we are always creating our reality around us. What's manifesting in the physical is always representing the dominant vibration we are holding. So if you are consistently feeling the same way every day, consistently thinking the same types of thoughts, consistently feeling the same type of emotions, consistently taking the same type of action, you're going to notice that nothing really changes. You may get a few small changes when you have a little change in your energy, but overall, if you're holding the same dominant energy and acting from that same space and viewing yourself having the same self-concept, you're going to notice that nothing changes. And what happens when people want to create more in their lives, when they want to manifest something, typically they'll get really excited about it in the beginning, and then the doubt comes in and sabotages them, and it sends them for a tailspin. And they're not mastering their emotions. They're feeling anxious. They're feeling full of doubt and worry and fear. And what that's doing is it's causing a lot of split energy. And if you've been following me for a while, I explain that split energy equals stuck, right? On one hand, you want it. And on the other hand, everything in your body and your mind and your subconscious mind is telling you can't have it. And you're coming in with these self-sabotaging behaviors and not acting in alignment with what you want. So you have two forces pulling in the opposite direction. That's stuck. That equals resistance. And resistance is actually a very uncomfortable place to be. It doesn't feel good. So a lot of people either find themselves kind of giving up on their dreams because they've encountered this resistance and have identified that it doesn't feel good. So they say, my desires don't feel good. It doesn't feel safe. Let me just revert back to playing small. Or you get the people who just stay permanently stuck in that resistance of, I'm always feeling anxious. Like, why is it working for everyone and not for me? And it's because they're not changing their energy. They're introducing this new energy of this next level version of themselves, but then they're not matching up to that. So they're creating this massive resistance. Do you feel the vibe here with the energy? Let me read the comments. Kristen says self-doubt can definitely creep in. Yes, it's totally normal. And this is something that actually every time you decide to expand and go to the next level, there's going to be resistance. It's a matter of, are you emotionally intelligent enough? Have you mastered your energy flow enough to know how to move through it? Because if you don't move through it, you're going to either stay stuck in that horrible feeling of the resistance, or you're going to give up because you're going to identify, this feels horrible. Let me go back to playing small, because even though I hate that, it's more comfortable than being stuck in that resistance. Hello, beautiful Rachel. Thanks for joining. I love seeing some new faces. Is this landing? Is this resonating? Do you find yourself in this? So the alignment process, the manifestation process, literally requires you to level up who you're being. So when we're stuck in victim mode, we don't understand. Let me explain the energetics a little bit more before I explain how to shift this. When we are stuck in victim mode, we don't understand that we're master manifestors, right? We're totally out of our power. We don't realize, wow, I'm the one generating all of this. And sorry guys, the loud airplanes. I never know what time they're going to be taking off. I just show up when the message wants to come through, but sometimes it messes with my concentration. So just let me regroup here. When we're stuck in victim consciousness, we are not identifying, we're not seeing ourselves clearly. We're not seeing just how powerful we are. We don't understand yet that we are master manifestors, that it is us and us alone creating our reality. And what happens when you are in a victim mindset is you are not emotionally intelligent. You are not mastering your energy. You're not mastering your emotions, and you'll find yourself being very reactive to everyone and everything around you. So what this does is it causes a lot of chaos in your energetic field. It causes a lot of chaos in your body, in your mind. And it's going to cause you to either be taking self-sabotaging actions, or that start and then not finish, not follow through, because the second a doubt creeps up, you really identify with it. It destroys you. And so you have this wobble in your vibration. You're not strong and centered and focused. And what happens is you'll find that you never actually really decide anything, because when you actually decide, your faith becomes stronger than your fear. When you have a burning desire, when you've really decided, you don't look back. When the fears crop up, you decide, okay, I need to figure out how to be bigger than these fears. But when you haven't really decided, the first little uncomfortable thing that comes along will either put you in a tizzy or you just completely fall off the bandwagon. And you're one of those people who just is wishing and hoping, but doesn't really actually believe that you're capable of accomplishing anything great. So that's what happens when we're in the victim mindset. And what we need to do to elevate, to expand beyond that, is we need to go in and align our energy. And this is what I teach. It's how do you match that version of you who you really want to become? And it's going to require creating a new self-concept, right? You cannot go to your next level while you're still embodying and thinking and believing and acting and feeling like your current level or a past version of you. And this is what will happen when you have not cultivated this emotional intelligence, when you're not mastering your energy. You may find that you're activating all different levels of you. Because here's the thing, you're an infinite being. You have the codes for anything and everything within you. It's a matter of what are you expressing. And so a lot of people will for a moment be expressing this higher level version of themselves. Then something happens that triggers a childhood wound and they go back to that like wounded teenager version of them. Then they get back to their like normal vibration, and they're just all over the place, and you can see why nothing substantial ever comes about. But when you're in that victim mentality, you don't realize that it's you creating it. And so you're just like, life is so hard. It works for other people. They must have it easier. No, they don't. They've just cultivated the awareness and the self-discipline to really master their energy. So what happens when you're ready to go to the next level, you have to literally on every level, in every area of your life, become that next level version. And this takes mastery. It takes discipline. Because it's not, your outer reality is not going to validate that for you. This is where you have to become a visionary. You have to tap into your intuition, that inner eye, right? Open your third eye essentially, and be able to create this reality within yourself before you see it on the outside. When you believe it is when you will see it. Let me see if I can scroll back because I saw a comment. How do we navigate wanting so much more while still being grateful for what we have? That's a really good question, Miriam. This is a little bit going to be a little bit different for everyone. Alignment is a very personal process. It's like that divine discontent, right? Because here's what happens. If a lot of people feel like this is part of the emotional mastery. A lot of people feel like in order to get to where they want to go, they have to make where they're at wrong. That is an either or. That's a very small way of being. That's very limited. That's rooted in lack. You're saying, I've identified I want more, therefore where I'm at is not okay. And that vibe cannot get you to where you want to be because it's rooted in lack. That's going to keep you small. You want the next level, meaning you want to expand. So you need to find space within you to hold it all. Simultaneously, remaining essentially perfectly indifferent to the things that you don't love. Choosing to focus on the things that are bringing you joy and holding the vision for more. And there's an adjustment period for every next level, and for every person this is going to look a little bit different, but this is where you need to really build the emotional awareness of how you're feeling in your body, because there's going to be times where aligning with the vision is going to feel more restrictive and is going to shine a light on how you're not there yet. And so in those moments, it's better to just go for feeling good and appreciating what's going well and following your joy. But then when you can energetically handle expanding and holding the vision and the energy of more, you do that. The common thread throughout all of this is feeling good, feeling expansive, releasing the resistance, right? So the second we are resisting something, something's happening in our outer reality, we don't like it, we tend to tense up. That's small, that's restricting, that's creating resistance. The idea is to open. So this isn't, and I know I can explain it here the best I can, but I can't teach it just in one video, of course, because this is a moment by moment process, which is why for the women I work with one-on-one, you have messaging support with me, because I want you to be able to shift quickly. Because alignment is really embodiment, is really becoming a whole new version of yourself and learning how to navigate these things that come up with ease. And practice makes perfect. And a lot of this is telling new stories about ourselves too, right? Not making it mean something about us when we find ourselves in that contracted space. It's like judging yourself isn't going to ease up the contraction, right? Loving yourself is going to open and expand. And oftentimes these negative emotions, they just want to be seen. They just want to be felt. Let me read the comments. I see some more people hopping on. Welcome. Hello, Josiane. You live in Brazil. Beautiful. Welcome. I love all the women tuning in from all over. So this is just scratching the surface of this, but I really wanted to express this because I know a lot of women are coming to me feeling really stuck. Like, I see where I want to be, but I'm feeling incapable of getting there. And how you bridge the knowing and the being is through the where you are and where you want to be is by who you're being. That embodiment process happens in the little moments in between. And it's something where sometimes we think, oh, it's such a big gap, I need to make this big leap. And what really, the key to collapsing time is to consciously choose all the little moments who you're being. And those little moments compound and they fill in the space really quickly. And then one day you wake up and you say, oh my gosh, I'm where I prayed to be. And it was so easy. And it wasn't quite how I thought it was going to go, but here I am. And this is possible to you. And the more you learn this and the more you master it, the quicker your manifestations will come in. And you'll find that good things just start coming in that you didn't even have to articulate, hey, this is my goal. You know, you just live in this beautiful state of flow. So if this is speaking to you, I would love to invite you to my masterclass. I'm hosting it next Monday, the 19th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is all about healing anxiety, and I'm going to be giving you tools to help you really get out of your head and get into your body and really start cultivating this emotional intelligence. I'm also going to be doing a beautiful clearing session there with you. There will be access to the replay as well. Is today Friday? Is that crazy? I don't know what day it is. I believe today is Friday. So it is on early bird for $33 until 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then it goes up to $55. You have lifetime access to this. If you join live, you get to ask your questions. If you know you can't be there live, but you know you want to hop in for the early bird, you can do that. And in the Facebook group, there's a thread where you can ask your questions ahead of time. So I can go over them in the Q&A at the end, and you can catch that in the replay. All right. Also, if you are looking for one-on-one mentoring or you would like to learn more about my programs, just send me a message. I absolutely love connecting with you. I have a beautiful alignment program called Radiant Confidence. This is where we get you really mastering your energy and becoming really magnetic. This is a beautiful place if you're just starting out, or if you know some personal development but you haven't really been investing in yourself. That's a beautiful place to start. Next level is Desire Queen. That is my high level manifestation mastermind. We start the next round in August. It's 6 weeks, 2 calls a week, mastermind style, where we really help you shift your paradigm, help you change your self-concept, and really embody your next level version so that you rise and elevate. And then there's one-on-one mentoring too. Okay, so if you want more details on any of that, just reach out. I would love to hear in the comments below how this resonated. I see Miriam says this was so helpful. You are so welcome. Thank you for joining me live. It's beautiful to connect with you. Have a beautiful beginning of your weekend, and I will connect with you soon.